What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the first video of 2024. I almost said 2023. I'm still stuck in last year. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But the first video of 2024. I honestly wasn't even gonna make a video about this. I saw this movie a couple weeks before 2023 ended, and I was gonna put it in my review list. I was gonna do a quick video about it, but I ended up putting it on my year-end best movies of 2023 list. Didn't end up getting a review about it, but I've seen it two more times since then. So I think it's about time I make a video about this. If you don't know what we're talking about by now, you late as hell, bro, and you didn't see the title. But we're talking about Saltburn. Oh my god, bro. Don't even get me started on this movie, man. Honestly, I went into this movie with low expectations. Not necessarily low expectations, but my expectations weren't high. Because I honestly saw some reviews that were pretty lackluster about this movie, which surprised me because I ended up loving the shit out of it. So we're going to talk about it in this video right here. Hope you guys had a good New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, all that shit. Hope you had a good Christmas, all that. Thank you guys so much for all the new subscribers and all the love on list week. It means so much. We went crazy this year. We went crazy. But I'm excited to talk about Saltburn. Hopefully, if you've seen it already, you already know what I'm finna be talking about in this video. Otherwise, I'm probably getting into some spoilers. Not gonna be doing a play-by-play or really doing a full-on review about this. I just want to talk about the vibes. I just want to talk about the impact that this movie had on me, because it definitely had one. Emerald Fennel, you sick fuck, you sick bitch. I swear to God, there is not a lot of movies last year that I loved as much as this one. I think Infinity Pool was one of those movies that really got me. Same with this one. But this one was fantastic. Fantastic. Down to it being a queer erotic thriller, to having two heartthrobs in that bitch, to having one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a movie in recent memory, having it being a period piece for the 2000s. Like, anyone who knows me knows that I am stuck. I am stuck in the early 2000s. And I wasn't even a teenager or anything at that point. I just have so many great memories of like the music and the culture and everything that was going on. Early 2000s, like 2000 to 2008, something like that. Maybe even 2009. I'll throw that in there. Just like that whole era was 2006 probably being like the peak. Amazing. Literally fantastic. Like, this movie was so good. And I heard a lot of complaints about the plot and about the pacing, which I didn't really get. I honestly thought the pacing of this movie was fantastic, along with the cinematography, and I thought the acting was really good too. I think Barry did a really nice job. I think Jacob did a really nice job. And I think that the background actors did a really good job too, especially the mom. I'm forgetting her name right now, but I think she was actually just on the cover of Vanity Fair this month. Or some other magazine. I forgot. Something crazy though, so good for her. But I thought everyone was great. Supporting cast, main cast, music, obviously fantastic. Cinematography was fantastic. And as soon as we hit this Keef Bowl, I'll get into these other scenes that we already know we finna talk about. So if you're smoking along with me, staying high with me, staying hydrated with me, now's your chance. Let's fire it up and let's keep talking about Saltburn. Oh, man. I just got off work a little bit ago. Came home, did some cleaning. I was so excited for this Keef Bowl. I was like, you know what? I'm going to save it for when I'm filming my video so I can get blasted and fried with y'all. So I'm super excited. But anyway, the bathtub scene, the vampire scene, the are you gonna behave scene, and the grave scene. All scenes that everyone is talking about right now, obviously. I heard that a lot of people were saying that it's shock for being shocking, and it didn't fit the vibe, specifically the grave scene, which I do not understand because, look, bro. Look, bro, I don't want to be like that. I hate when I hate when people are like, "No, I'm literally him. He's literally me." Right? Like, people be doing that with a lot of characters, right? But this one, I feel like genuinely, I was like, "Damn." Like, I've definitely been that obsessed. I like I definitely feel that, like, low key. Like, I would definitely I definitely drink their bathwater. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I feel him. I feel him on this. And I saw a lot of people saying they didn't fuck with the twist. They thought it was corny, like him fake typing on the computer and shit like that. I think a lot of people are taking this movie too seriously. I think that it should be taken seriously. Obviously, I think that all forms of art should be taken seriously. But I think that a lot of people, because of how great the cinematography is and because of how great a lot of other aspects of this movie are, they're not really understanding that there's not like a cheesy factor, but there is like almost like a soap opera-esque factor kind of like underneath, like that erotic thriller. Like you can really feel it in like a lot of the tension in the movie and a lot of the drama. Like I feel like the ending definitely fits the vibe in that regard. I feel like the ending, specifically the end with with him on top of her when she's like in the hospital or bed or whatever. Like I loved that. I thought that was fantastic. I thought it was amazing. And look, the needle drop of Murder on the Dance Floor, 10 out of 10. That song played at my sister's wedding. And this just adds a whole new context to it. Like first of all, I hadn't heard that song in like 10 years. But every time I did hear that song, I thought of my sister's wedding, you know what I'm saying? And like I think my sister's wedding was the first time I had heard it. And after that, it was just a banger, just on repeat, you know what I'm saying? That's how I am with music. If I find a song, just listen to it over and over and over again until I get sick of that bitch. And then I forget about it like 2 months later. But a lot of the songs on here just made me feel so nostalgic. And I actually saw this TikTok that was someone talking about like, damn, like all these people are finding these songs through Saltburn. It's not making them feel nostalgic. That's crazy. And I felt that too. Not to gatekeep in any way whatsoever, because this whole entire soundtrack is amazing. But I genuinely was like, damn, there's people who have not heard Arcade Fire before. You haven't heard this M83 track before. What have you been listening to, bro? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that shit is crazy. Like, people are genuinely finding that like Tumblr aesthetic. I wonder, like, I already know what's gonna happen, bro. And like, Saltburn is just the beginning, and it's been happening for the past like year and a half, 2 years. But the revival of the 2000s, bro. Watch Skins go viral again. Like, watch it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in 2024. I already know. I'm about to rewatch it again. Everyone's about to be dressing like Effie all over again. It's about to be crazy. But as far as Saltburn goes, I loved it. First time I watched it, I gave it a 3.5, and the second time I gave it a 4. 4 out of 5. I thought it was great. It's one of my favorite movies of 2023, obviously, if you saw the list. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about it, man. I loved it. I really loved it. I just wanted to come on here, give my thoughts. First video of 2024. Cardi's dropping tonight. So y'all get a video tomorrow, too. I might drop this tomorrow. Tomorrow from the day I'm filming this. Not tomorrow for y'all, but tomorrow. Whatever. You get it. But I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. 2024 is going to be a crazy year. I got a lot planned. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for checking out this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Saltburn. Thought it was amazing. Out of those 4 crazy scenes, we'll throw his naked dance scene in there too. Out of all those scenes, I thought low-key, I love the bathtub scene, but that wasn't even my favorite one. I thought that the vampire scene was crazy. I thought that was cool. And I think, yeah, I think that's the one. Lucky for you, I'm a vampire. I think that's the one. That's the one that's going to have to do it for me. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this movie. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'll see you guys in the future. New year, new me, head ass. I love you. Peace.